I thought our guys fought, but I thought we were really lacking in terms of our defensive communication. I thought that's what allowed them to build a lead early and continue to get open shots. And when you give a good team open shots, they'll make you pay. And George Mason did that.
Questions for Coach Mark?
Coach, what is Cam Long's contribution to Mason beyond the box score?
Well, he's really good. I think if he's not the best guard in the league, he's the second best. His contributions are many. He really handles the ball. His composure is terrific. It's hard to get him rattled. He passes the ball well. He can break you down on the dribble, and he can make shots. I think he is as improved as any player in our league from last year to this year.
ODU broke through the press in the last game. You said it was communication tonight. How do you look to rectify that situation?
Communication or the press?
The communication, I guess.
Well, it was a huge point of emphasis coming into the game, and that's probably the biggest disappointment is that it's not that we didn't talk, but we didn't talk enough. And we didn't talk in some critical places where when you need to fix it out of transition and you have two guys running the ball, that's what allows them to get an open shot. So it's something that we need to rededicate ourselves to. We've been good at it at times. I don't think we've ever been great at it, but we're going to need to get much, much better because any defensive team needs to be at a high level of communication if you want to be good.
How did you describe your team about Vaughns, who hadn't played a lot this season but have been coming on lately?
Well, he's on the scouting report. He was definitely someone that we were aware of. He hit a few threes in the last game against James Madison. And told our guys that he was dangerous and that we needed to make him put the ball on the floor. And again, those threes he got early were out of a scramble situation. One of them was an offensive rebound. We kind of ran it. Pearson or one of their other guys, with two guys, they were able to reverse the ball and make some shots. Vaughn was able to make some shots. But I give him credit, he knocked him down. When you're playing a guy like that, you have to make him put the ball on the floor. I'm not sure, in the first half at least, if he dribbled once. And obviously those 4 threes hurt.
Coach, last 2 games, seems like you guys have gotten frustrated on offense. What do you guys need to do to fix that?
Well, I don't care who you are. If the ball doesn't go in, it's going to affect you a little bit in terms of mentally. But you have to grit your teeth, and you got to continue to stick to the game plan. I thought we got a lot of good shots in the first half that didn't go. I believe we were 2 for 10 from 3. Had some balls go in and out. Had a couple big plays where maybe they could have been and ones for us, but they turned into charges, and those were big swings. But when the ball's not going in, you have to be even better on defense. And we've done that at times this year. We've won low-scoring games with our defense, but tonight wasn't good enough.
Joey had kind of an odd night, 1 assist, 7 total points, but he kind of made up for it on defense. He led the team with 8 rebounds. Did he make a conscious effort to go at it on defense when he couldn't really get a shot working?
He did. I thought Joey's attitude was very good, and he tried. I think he did struggle offensively, but the assist is more a function of the other guys not making shots. And I thought he worked hard, but again, for our team as a whole, we didn't execute our defensive game plan nearly as well as we needed to. And again, it starts with talk, and it starts with all of our guys out there, particularly our seniors.
How does Mason last year compare to Mason this year?
Much, much better. They're way more composed. They don't get rattled. Their individual players are better. Pearson's better, Long's better, Cornelius is better, Hancock's better. And they're playing with a great deal of confidence right now. I mean, obviously, when you win that many games in a row, it builds your confidence. But they're a very good team.
Coach, how would you grade your performance over these past 2 games, and how can you adjust as a coach?
Well, you gotta continue to work on the things you gotta do better. And number one, we've got to work on a transition defense. I thought Mason I watched the tape, but probably 5 or 6 run out layups or dunks. So that's something that, as a coach, you look to address and look to improve on. And then you look at, well, what are the things you can do as a coach to get your guys to do the things that maybe you're not doing well enough at the time. And we've done them well at other times. So, that's coaching. There's ups and downs, there's highs and lows. You can't just work your butt off as a coach when things are going your way. You got to keep fighting and you got to keep working. I thought our young guys showed some very good signs today. Got to keep getting them better, and then put our team in the best position we can be in to play well down the stretch.
Coach, your thoughts about Wichita State Friday night?
Well, they're very good. It's another very, very good opponent. I haven't watched them much on tape because I always take things one game at a time, but I know just from following their program from afar, they're a very good team. It's an extremely tough atmosphere. It'll be a sold-out game. They're similar to a Drexel and Old Dominion from a physicality standpoint, so we're going to really need to put our hard hat on. And I look at it as a great opportunity for us because we get a chance to work on some things that we haven't necessarily mastered yet. Rebounding. We get a chance to work on playing against a team on their home floor that's extremely dangerous in transition. So it's a great opportunity for us to go out there and test ourselves, see how we respond to a rough stretch like the one that we're in.
What are you telling you guys as far as confidence moving forward after these past 2 games?
Confidence? Well, first of all, I think, from an individual standpoint, we've got a lot of guys that have made big plays. So I think anytime when you're struggling individually, you can draw on that from the past and you can say, I've done it before and I can do it again. And we'll show our guys tape and we'll work with our guys on certain things that they can adjust. From a team standpoint, I think if we can make a few adjustments, I think we can be right where we need to be. Obviously it helps to make shots. It definitely helps to do that, but that's not one of those things that you necessarily can control on a night-in, night-out basis. We have very good shooters right now who aren't able to put the ball in the basket. So we're going to keep working, keep getting a lot of repetitions up, and keep letting our guys know we believe in them. And sometimes in the basketball season you go through stretches like that. You got to endure. You got to fight through.
Anything else for Coach Smart? Thanks, Coach. Thanks, guys.